Try to picture an absolute, beginningless void. The human brain struggles to process an infinite expanse. When confronted with a scale of reality that possesses no boundaries, no shape, and no temporal limits, our cognitive architecture simply hits a wall. The ancient mechanics of Hindu ritual offer a procedural solution to this cognitive dead end. To interact with a formless cosmic consciousness, the worshipper relies on a precise physical anchor, the Shiva Lingam. The Sanskrit root of the word linga holds a dual meaning. Li translates to dissolve, and ga means to emerge. It is the origin point from which the universe expands, and the terminal void into which all matter eventually collapses. This diagram illustrates Vedic cosmology. The lingam acts as the axis mundi, anchoring heaven, earth, and the underworld. Its geometric base maps existence, a square foundation for Brahma, an octagonal middle for Vishnu, and a cylindrical top for Shiva. This presents a unique theological problem. A mortal approaches this pillar to interact with an energy defined by boundlessness and ultimate destruction. Left unchecked, that kind of power is terrifying. Bridging the fragile human mind to this absolute infinite requires careful calibration. It demands a sequential, highly specific science of worship to safely channel that energy. The first step in this calibration addresses the physical nature of Shiva himself. In the ancient texts, this deity is inextricably linked to the element of fire, a relentless, consuming heat capable of reducing the cosmos to ash. This intense heat is rooted in mythological antiquity. During the cosmic churning of the ocean, a lethal toxin emerged that threatened to dissolve all reality. Shiva intercepted this poison, holding it permanently within his throat to save the universe. The immense heat generated by containing that cosmic toxin requires continuous relief. This is the function of Abhishekam, a ritualistic, uninterrupted holy bath poured directly over the deity. The worshipper pours a sequence of specific liquid elements. Pure water acts as a spiritual cleanser. Raw milk provides nourishment. Honey introduces sweetness. And clarified butter offers restorative health. This external bathing of the stone mirrors a process of internal purification. Just as the bath soothes the heat of the mythic poison, the devotee uses the ritual to figuratively wash away the volatile impulses and character blemishes that taint their own soul. The Abhishekam resolves the fiery paradox, proving that confronting destructive cosmic power requires the offering of absolute purity and soothing devotion. Once the intense heat of the deity is pacified through liquids, the ritual shifts to a precise botanical offering. The primary offering is the Bilva leaf, and it carries a strict mathematical requirement. To be deemed sacred for this ritual, the leaf must be trifoliate, growing naturally in a cluster of 3 distinct lobes attached to a single stem. This specific biological structure maps directly onto the anatomy of Shiva. The 3 connected leaves represent his 3 eyes, which perceive the past, present, and future, as well as the 3 lethal prongs of his cosmic trident. This schematic breaks down the deeper geometry of the leaf, showing how it functions as a structural mirror of the cosmos. Each individual lobe represents one of the 3 gunas, the fundamental forces of nature: creation, preservation, and destruction, all converging at a single point. The devotee takes this biological map of the universe and places it face down onto the top of the lingam. It is an act of total psychological submission. Placing the leaf upon the lingam represents a total surrender of the material world. It is a symbolic return of the devotee's ego and the universe it perceives back into the formless source. The final element of this sequence strips away all remaining illusions. While most deities are adorned in silk and gold jewelry, Shiva demands a covering of Bhasma, sacred ash. The traditional origin of this ash is uncompromising. It is gathered directly from the cremation ground, the physical residue left behind after a biological body has been consumed by fire. We find a terrifying paradox here. The Supreme Consciousness chooses to be coated in the exact dust of human death and biological decay. The ash forces a stark philosophical reality upon the worshipper. It is visual proof that every ounce of material wealth, physical beauty, and worldly status eventually burns down to a uniform, colorless powder. When a devotee applies this ash to their own skin, they undergo a profound psychological exercise. They're wearing the evidence of their own mortality, accepting that their physical form is temporary and already slipping away. The entire science of the ritual, from the stone lingam to the final ash, functions as a technology to systematically destroy the illusion of ego. Shiva demands your material attachments and, in return, grants the freedom of the infinite universe.